Welcome back to Timberborn. My name is Nilaus and we're here in our glorious little place here, and we got another drought incoming. And today we're going to be looking at, well, we're going to look at power and probably also batteries. So last time we fixed the water issue. I think it's pretty good. We'd like to actually know how much water we got here because, well, it's nice to know. The funny thing is you can actually set up a automation here. There, and you don't even have to do anything. You can just look at it. It doesn't have to be built. You can just look at it and go like, oh, 2.44 meters. So we got 3 days to fill up this. I've built some bigger, larger tanks. They can hold 1200 because we're gonna need a lot more. So let's pump while we can. I'd also really like to move all these one tile over so I can also make the bigger tanks here, but I think that might be something we'll do at the end of the drought. So our objective is fill up this one, and then we can get started on the next objective, which is going to be out here. So when it comes to power, this is a bad idea. What I mean by that is taking power from flowing normal water, because flowing normal water is only available during the temperate season, and that's really short in the hard mode. So droughts are longer and bad tides are longer. So we want something that's working during droughts. Can't do that. There's no water flowing. Or during bad tides. Okay, so bad tides means that we're actually going to use bad tide for water, not drought. So let's see. We have this one is going to be our primary because we have this one works during bad tides, and this one just works all the time, or yeah, all the time, bad water, not during droughts. So that's going to be our reliance on water. I've also started to sort of draw the first little bits of this, and we can now take this out here, and I want to take there and there. So what I want to do is I want to make this into a canal, but there's actually more, because if we look down here and if we look up here, there's actually a canal here that goes. And if I just do this thing here, so we scroll down, it goes like this, and it goes in here, then it merges into the other line. But this one is not going unless we break this down, or it's a bad tide. When it's a bad tide, it also flows this way. So what I actually like to do is don't want to be accidentally flowing in here. That would be an absolute disaster. So we do want to cut it off here, and we do want to sort of block this off. So let's start doing this. We'd like to block this off here, and we'd like to make some flow valves here. These will be set to unlimited to start with. Then I am also going to build some flow valves here, and this is just like a small side project at some point. Then I need to get down here, which I guess I'm going to do like this. And how do I get over to these two? We'll just do it like this, I guess. And then this one will be the one that gets demolished first. Then we can demolish it one by one. Okay, then we need some lines here. That is from here. Go over. And go over, and then go down here. Oh, this one. So if we also want to make a few, what's called batteries, then I actually want to make them here-ish, because it has to be close, and it's going to be like an absolute crazy thing. So what I built is more metal blocks, and I built some more planks. So that's batteries, and making a canal out of this is the main objective. So let's start working on this. We have a drought coming now. Let me actually see. 3.2 water. That's great. Let's see if the water comes in. So we got really good water. We got this one is at, blow that one up. This one is now at 305. That's great. Really nice. Then here I want to be able to, this is just one of those many small projects that are so fun in Timberborn. You sort of have these small projects that sort of, they are always active and go like, oh yeah, I need this, I need this, I need this. Because this is fine, but I can't take the rest of it out. So this is basically just to make this area here better, I guess, eventually. So now let's build underwater. We can use this one, because now these will actually get made. Good. Don't need to blow that up right now. That's not important. This one will be... Oh, it's actually getting started on this already. Let's get started over here. We need to blow up this part. So that will be... And... So this will only be knocked down one tile. this will be in here, and this will be knocked down 2 tiles. And then we'll go there. So that's also really important. I am actually going to prioritize this because it's going to take forever. Then I also want to make this. Oh, we have a drought now, so I think we can do this. Then I need this to be 3 tiles wide, I think. There. And that means these next 2 tiles will be coming in for the other thing here. Because it might be a little bit weird, but I actually want... I want this somehow to come out here and flow this way and go in here so that it kind of has 2 direct lines like this. Yeah. This might not actually be a good idea because I won't be able to take that out here. Because I'll only be able to take this. Oops. Oops. Yeah. That's always going to be something with these. Okay, so let's draw this line all the way out and just kind of get a sense of what it will look like. So now we have blocked off this part, so this is very nice. This is open, but I have blocked this so that no water flows through. I have opened this so that all water flows through. So right now, when the bad tide starts, it'll go this way. Oh, look at this. This one is also like an actual clean water aquifer. So if we can close this off, we can actually get clean water here. That's some project. But at least now we have prepared it a little bit. And we can now... Oh, we didn't take this one up properly. There we go. And prioritize, we want to clean up after ourselves. There's a limited amount of resources. Actually, there isn't. And over here, I have built this warehouse as I usually do when I remember it. So that they can get the logs from close by instead. And the explosives are right up here, so that's pretty close anyway. So this will just continue to work. They'll block this off and we get a nice canal. It's really important not to block off the canal here when the drought ends. So I think I want to make sure that the explosives here are getting done first so that I don't accidentally end up. I will not have any water flowing through here, so that's not as urgent as before. And then down here, we'll also have to do something to sort of make it more correct. But we'll get to that. The drought is about to end, and we've been using the drought to just move these 1 tile over and also just start working on the larger tanks. There we go. That will be handy for future references when we get that problem. These are put at a higher priority just to make sure that they get filled up, because we don't know how long the next sequence is. At the end of this drought, we are at 2.21 meters. That's great. So that means we actually only drained like about a meter's worth from this reservoir during an 8-minute drought. So that's not bad. We are now getting this start pumping. The bad water come pumping, and it goes out here, here, here. It'll eventually go in. These are now start activating again. Then it'll flow down here, and then we'll get a problem with this line if we haven't exploded that, which is what we just did. So now we have to work on the rest of it. I'm actually thinking I want to do this, because then I can do that as well. Oh, that jumped up there. And then I want this to be the highest priority, and because I need to, yeah, somehow get down there again to keep working. And we got a bad tide approaching already. Well, this is good because bad tide will actually get us out here. The bad news about the bad tide is that it actually will flow in here no matter what we do, because there'll be too much for it to flow. When this one starts, well, when this starts pumping, it'll overflow here, and then it will go out here, and there's no way we can avoid it. So that means we're in a little bit of a time pressure to get this done. How do we do this in a safest manner? Yeah, that's actually problematic. I think the safest thing is just getting this one done here. And then I might have to punch a hole through this so that it can just flow out, so it doesn't get us anyone sick. So now we have we're getting close to the bad tide starting, and we want to blow this one up, but not the other one. This means now that it will Yeah, it'll get here. But what I now need is I need to make a tunnel. Let's do that. There. Tunnel here. And that's going to be the highest of high priorities. There we go. And then we do know that now I realize that we will, no matter what, we are going to get some little ones that will blow up. Let's do this one. Yeah. And some beavers will blow up from this. Because as I blow through the last of these, then it will definitely get there. Can I make the tunnels from this side as well? I don't know. Well, probably make one of them, but we can make whatever we can. Oh, actually, they don't need to be nearby when I blow them up, so that's actually fine. We're gonna tap this. And then we start on... This means that if push comes to shove, or when push comes to shove, the bad tide starts. 15 days long bad tide. And we have 3.4 thousand water, so that's good. We are gonna get lots more here. I can punch through this one when I need it. But what I really want is this one. What the hell? Something blew up by itself. Oh, no. Okay, they actually, as soon as they get done, they blow up. Okay, nice. Tunnel, and high priority. That actually makes it a little bit more dangerous. Because that means the water over here, which is coming in, will at some point overflow this one. It's gonna be bad. Yeah, it will overflow very, very soon. And then it starts flowing out here. So we are in a rush to get this one done. Is it done? Oh, it's actually done. Nice. Okay, cool. No worries at all. And then I'm gonna blow this one up as well. That means now the water that comes in here goes around and back and this way. Great. So now we want to close off this part. Let's make sure that gets closed off. There. And then we'll see. So now we need to start working on the actual water wheels. And they'll be here. 4 tiles in between. 4 tiles in between. 4 tiles in between. That's going to be the locations. And then we have to sort of see, okay, do we want one more? So that could be like this. Oh, wow. Or do we want less? I think we'll do it this way. Yeah. And then after the water wheel, we need 1, 2. That has to stay. Oh, that's not great, actually. No, I don't want this. I want to take this a little bit down. So that I will actually have... where is it? Here. That's going to be here. And I will explode this one away. And that means also this gets exploded away. Yeah. And then this gets exploded away. There we go. And then I will need to get here. And don't technically need that out there, but it'll look nicer. Oh, we also need to explode this part away. There. And that means I don't think I want these here. No. Because this will now be... Okay, I will actually need it here. And then go down afterwards. Here. And then... Yeah, I don't like this, because what I'm looking at is this is obviously going to be here, but what about you? Then it'll splash over on the sides unless I also bring it a little bit. Well, maybe it won't splash over the sides. Let's hope it doesn't. So next stage is almost ready. That's here. Oh, I don't like them crossing. I go across here. There we go. So what happens now is this here should be able to handle the flow, and it will now merge down here, which should be fine. All of this isn't gonna get made first, so I want to make sure that I get this thing here done first, and this here. Yeah, So there's a sort of a sequence to it. I really want this one to be done because as soon as this one's done, then all of these open up for construction because that gives us a second path down here. But now it is actually time for us to go with this one and say unlimited flow. So now it allows the flow from here and here to go out both locations, and we should start seeing this here, maybe even reverse flow. I will eventually close these off once I confirm that it's not a problem to get the flow here. The flow is here, and there should be no beavers who are ever in the water anymore, or at that level, because it goes there. The only problem is if it overflows this, then it's a little bit bad. This is why I want to prioritize the explosive here. It does look like it could be racing to kind of problematic levels. Yes, let's do that. Let's kind of close this off a little bit like this. Actually, whatever. We'll just close it all off right now. I don't want them to get polluted while they're running around here and making the next canal. Now the last explosives are being placed. Oh, typical. Just one. There's always one missing. It's always one missing. Okay, there we go. And once that's done, then we're going to be exploding everything at... Oh, don't go that way. No! Oops. Oh, crap. You are so useless. Okay, how do we get you out of there fast as possible? You're not gonna be healthy. I'm gonna get you like this one. There we go. Sigh. Okay, let's try to get this one done, and then also work on a contamination, because you are definitely gonna be contaminated. That was... maybe not the smartest thing, but whatever. Contamination center should be, well, no, shouldn't be, but it could be over here. Like this. And I just need to put a road over here. There. It doesn't need to be close, but it needs to be close to the extract, because that's kind of what we need. So let's speed you up and prioritize by haulers, because we need extract to get people healthy. Are you done with your stupidity? Yes, you are. Good. And we probably have someone who is now no longer healthy. Let's scroll all the way down. Or maybe that'll just be... no, that'll be in a while. Our beaver is unwell. So we have one who's unwell. That'll be fixed. So this thing here is now continuing along the way. And it's going to get done. Then once it's getting done, then we're going to be working on the next part. But let's start working on... what can only be described as the next big project. That is going to be storage, because if we get power, but we don't have anywhere to store it, then that's not really super useful. So we do need to get some power storage here. That is where I define it. And the way that the power storage is going to be made is with batteries. So they have gravity batteries in this game, and they're awesome. This is kind of a long way to go to get there. But we do need some kind of... yeah, well, let's just make this one. I think it's 2. Yes. 1. Let's get that over here. And there. There we go. And so what I want to make is I want to make these gravity batteries here. And the longer they drop, the better they are. So of course I wanted the absolute maximum drop that is possible. Obviously. And so I should basically just start piling up here. But there is actually a better way to do it. A cheaper way, I think. Less construction. And that's by doing this one. Here. It costs 3,000 points. We have 10,000. That's fine. And then having another one of these. Maybe... is that the right place? Yes. So this is definitely saving... yeah, saving cost compared to... just getting, just building these everywhere, because they take 10 planks, and even though this plateau is pretty expensive, it takes a lot less. So that's one thing. The other thing we want to do is actually, maybe I don't even want to do this. Oh, it so bothers me that this is ground level. I really shouldn't have this at ground level. I should have it higher up, but that's kind of too late to do that. Maybe it isn't. It just feels wrong to have this power level, or this power not at a higher level. Yeah, it does. I've now been testing this monstrosity here. It's pretty tall. So if I look at this and try to build it up here, it says cannot build at this height. Here it can build. So if I make it one taller and build it, then it's a no. So we know now this is the maximum height that it can be. I have put in sort of a 1 to 2 overhang so that I can split it out from being 1 tile wide to 2 tiles wide, because I actually want a walking path up here. Kind of a service path, you could say. Here, that will be on this one, and then you will be here and here. That means that we can now build this like this, because they will be able to walk next to it, which would be nice, as long as I explode this, and I want to explode it all the way down. So now the question becomes, how do we get up here? So previously I built like really long things, but there is a better way now, because we have this beautiful thing here. The problem is I don't know where it actually goes. So we're gonna do this, and then it starts with this and here, and you're gonna go up here, turn, and from here on it's just and then it turns. Come on, pull it here. That one, that one, that one. And then it goes all the way up. Nice, curvy. Oh, and the bad tide ended. We have 1,000 water left, and the water level here is still 2.6. So water is definitely not a problem anymore. And that one just kind of went a little bit down, but that's not so bad. Pretty good, I'd say. Over here with this one. Now, because it's a normal tide, then we can definitely close this one and open this one, I think. Oops, I don't want to flood. This is why I built this one, because I knew I was going to do something stupid at some point. Little flow down here, get in here, flow that way, go all the way around, and no one should be going down there anymore. I have prioritized these, but they don't get made until that one. Yeah, so they can't explode this, so I hope that it can be squeezed down on one lane. I hope so. Ah, it can't. Oh, crap. Then I'm always too early on this. There we go. And you, whatever. Let's just kill it so it doesn't get further than that. Okay, they might get their feet wet. Not great. Let's see if they are unwell. Oh, 2 of them already got unwell. What if we, what about this one over here? Oh yeah, someone is having a good time. Let's build another one next to it, because we seem to be making stupid mistakes. And back to our design. I am going to complete this spiral staircase all the way up. Remember, the way that you do it is to double, 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 and then you can, oops, build this one here. You can actually have 2 spiral staircases here, because of the way that it goes. And then I just absolutely hope that it fits. I don't think so, because, but yeah, I'm not that lucky, but it would be nice. That turned out to be pretty much perfect. What a really, really nice spiral staircase. So that is definitely something we want to get done, but that is after we get this monstrosity done. So there's another drought approaching, which shouldn't be a big deal. The only problem with the drought is that we'll lose all our power, because, well, we don't have any power for this. But when all of this is done, then it's going to be absolutely amazing. We're now into a very long drought. It started at 18 days, so that's the longest drought we've seen so far. Quite a lot. We started with 3,000 something, so I don't think water's going to be a problem. I don't think food is going to be a problem. So this is very nice. Very nice that we've sort of gotten beyond that. Power is still our major issue, so with this being done, then we can start working on how is this actually going to turn into power network. So the way it's going to do is I'm going to do it like this. And that just needs to go all the way down. And then I am going to build a path here, which will go over and continue in. And that will simply be where we drag the power straight in, straight line, all the way in. And that will give us a silly amount of power at the expense of a silly amount of resources here. But hey, now that's getting built, well, it's not, because we are also going to start on the next project. That's going to be here. So let's explode this one in. And then we are going to keep exploding. I will take from here and then simply dig this ditch as deep as possible. The deepest it can go is exactly this tile. Because if we run scroll all the way down here. Go. There. You see one tile up, then we already have this. So I can't make this reservoir deeper. This is something I really wanted to. So 1, 2, 3 is what we explode away. That means these ones can explode 3 levels away. And that will be sort of the next little thing that has to happen. But they are also building this ramp, which is really important because they can build this one and this one. But they can't build anymore. The intention is also, like, later on, I'll do the same thing because this space available is for doubling this build. But, you know, doubling this build right now is not really what we want to do or what we need to do. So let's just start getting the staircase up. And once they got up the staircase, they're going to be building everything. But they're going to be building it from the top, which is a little bit silly that they have to run this far up. But who cares? That's just how it is. This is progressing quite nicely, this little... spiral tower, and we also have like digging deeper now. No one's going in here, so we can dig that as deep as we can. That's funny. The no sounds. We're too far away, but it keeps working up here. How much scaffolding do we need to make? Okay, 1, 2, and 3 more, and then all the way up. Yeah, this might take a while, but since they are also now constrained by sort of how many tiles they can see and how many workers we can then send in there, they will also sort of slowly get started on this. Not fast, but slowly. So there's something I didn't think of that by building it like this is that this one down here, you can apparently build this platform from this side, basically jumping up here and building this one, but you can't build that one, which means all of this has to go. And it has to be built the other way by doing it like this, and then one of these, and so on. So let's see if this can be done. One little detail we had forgotten, not me, we had forgotten was, yeah, we kind of need some power in here. We need to build a power cable. Luckily, that's pretty simple to add. And it also looks like we can actually build it from here. So this is how it's going to be built. So remember that, the side you're building it from has to be sort of where the pillars are. And then you can now extend it out as far as we want. We can potentially extend it 4 of these modules out. But, well, we're not quite there yet. We also need this power connection going, which can be built from the staircase, so no problems there. And the drought has ended. This was a very long drought, 18 days, but we still ended with 1.8 water, and that's because I also dipped into this one and let this flow in here. But I think I don't need that right now. I think I'll just keep this, and I want to build up the reservoir. It's really far down. It's down to 1.36 meters, but that's still pretty nice to have this. What we have 1 water wheel completed, and 2 of them are half finished. Well, this one's pretty much done. Let's get that one prioritized so it gets done. And up here we have our spiral tower, and we're working on the power line up here, and we're working on sort of the second build, which isn't as important, but I've just kind of set it up as higher priority. We have a little bit of an issue, and that is running out of metal blocks, or metal. We have 500 metal blocks, which is something, but we have now run out of this location. So I'm also starting to work on a new path, which is disgustingly far away over here, but that will be for an underground ruin, which will be an infinite source of materials later on. I'd love to get it, but I think it's also one of those things where when we get it, we really want to get, like, this is so far away that we want to get the tubes, but we're not in tube land just yet. Our first water wheel in the new build is working. The other water wheels are not working at all because that's here. Then let's now, because it should be done. That was fine. And this one's now open. So we'll now send this from this bad water source, go here, send it through, and that should get the second water wheel, because they are separate tracks. I don't want to be mixing it. I don't think that would be a good idea, so they'll have separate tracks, but they're always going to be working at the same speed. Yes, either from one bad water source or from also the bad water drain when it's a bad water season. So we got a little bit more power. Like, the power is still pretty awful here. The good news is when we get this connected, we actually start these ones with full power. So this is kind of nice that they start with full power. So we can start leeching that power if we don't get more of these builds. But hey, it's progressing. That's nice. And we already have the next bad tide coming in. And, well, 3 more days. We're at 2,800. I do think we can get all the way... Well, we can get up to 4,800 from these alone. So let's just pump it away and hope that this one fills up. It's at 2.7, so 17, so that's good. And all of this is now built all the way up here. So we can start making this, and then it's only the power connection. But when it gets bad tide, we will actually get a lot more power coming in here from these few water wheels. But each one is now producing 600 or 470, and this one's also 500. Okay, so that's a pretty nice amount we get here. And that's a 17-day drought, or bad tide coming. But bad tide shouldn't be a problem. We got plenty of water, we got plenty of food. We have nowhere that they're going to be hurt. So it's all about just connecting this and then getting the last of the water wheels going. So we'll see. This one, yeah, this is still going to be an overflow, because there could be more flowing through here. But yeah, unfortunately, they can't funnel more through here. I don't know how we would do that. Yeah. Maybe deeper? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh no. This one can't be placed. Oh, that's so sad. I guess we need to change it then. It's never getting done. I was like, why is it not getting done? Come on, get done. So we're going to be doing something slightly different here. And we'll just try to do it this way. And then you can be here. And here, and oh, the top one doesn't have to be one of these. It has to just be that one. Okay, so let's get this one done and see if we can do this. Is this still far away? No, it's not too far away, so this can be done. And then I'm also going to be highlighting these two so that they get made as well. And then we actually have a pretty nice storage up here once we get that, because right now, look at that, we're now producing 10,000 power. So I think this might be a really good time to wrap up. We have completed the projects that we were looking for. We built this massive power storage, and it is expandable. We can expand it at least 2 times more without problems. Expand it more, and then a little bit of problems. Everything is sort of scalable in the sense that we can expand it. This one also is continuously expanding out here. We have built the foundations for this to continue. So, oh, this is interesting. Why are these gray? Oh, because they are sort of, yeah, that's a bad place. Oops. Okay, well, that has to be fixed. But that's not going to be something. That will be fixed between episodes. But this is scalable. This is, well, scalable to a certain point. It works in 2 out of the 3 seasons, so only the droughts it's not working. But that's why we have this one for the drought periods, and the bad tides are just feeding lots and lots of resources in. Or lots of water in here. So that should be pretty amazing. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the series, or are enjoying the series as we progress. Now we have a lot of power. We have now the water, the food. We solved that last time. Now we solved the power for a big part. Then maybe we need to go into robots, and then into sort of aesthetics and well-being and other good mega projects. So if you have good ideas for mega projects, let me know, and I'll see what we can do. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.